how to slow down a meta deck in CDH. So the first one will be Tymna Kraum. Hopefully you guys like it. I'll do more. But the way to slow it down is, I guess, first understanding how it works. Once you're playing Tymna Kraum, the way you want a mulligan, it's always for card draw. That's the first thing in your mind. Get an Esper, get a Ristic, or get a Mystic. So that's your default plan when you're mulligan. If while you mulligan you see a Necro and you have a way to get a Dark Ritual, you could always do a Necro turn 1, turn 2. That's very strong. That moves into the rock side plan of with the white, in my opinion. So you could always Necro for 10 to 15 and then assemble mana and then try to push on the next turn. They could always move into a turbo plan, so you should always be aware. They can they can move into ad nauseum or do an early intuition. The way intuition works is the intuition pile. It's an LED, Sabine's Reclamation, and Underworld Breach. So no matter what the target player picks, it's they will always be able to cast the Underworld Breach. So in my opinion, the best is to give them the LED. That way, if they play and then they sack it, they discard their hand, so they are committing to the plan. So if it doesn't work, then they're probably blown out. So it's always better to just give them LED. So like I said, first deny them resources, destroy the Esper, destroy or try to play a slower game and don't feed their Mystic. Most likely their Mystic will draw better cards than your deck because the 98 of Tymna Kraum is better than every other deck. The Ristic, destroy the Ristic, counter the Ristic. They say don't counter engines but counter win cons. I believe against Tymna Kraum, it's good to counter the Ristic Study. That will slow them down. Once they're slowed down with the 98 card draw, also just killing a Mastermind is pretty good because if there's other card draw engines on the board, a Mastermind serves as a secondary Esper or a very cheap Tymna Kraum, sorry. And yeah, once they move to the Tymna plan with Attackers or Chrome, usually they might not go Chrome, but Tymna for sure. Uh, their their plan has slowed down when they start using Tymna. That's the secondary plan. So Tymna provides them card draw, so they will start looking for mana. They'll move into the treasure package, which is Taru, Lotto, Professional Facebreaker, or even Ragavan if it's early enough. Definitely the most dangerous out of these, I believe, is Lotto. It gives them a lot of resources to be able to stay alive or to just keep the treasures for them to push later in the game. Once they start getting treasures, which to slow them down, remove them, they start looking for the silencer effects. If they have a win in hand or a tutor, they'll drop a Grand Abolisher, Voice of Victory, cast a Silence, or this person doesn't run it, but there's some builds running Orange Chant that will most likely target the player that has the interaction, so for them to be able to push. So they'll gather resources until they're able to just drop a silence effect, be a creature or the silence itself, and then proceed with their wind gun, their underworld breach deck first. Uh, underworld breach with LED. That gives them the mana with a tutor. Just get the brain freeze. They will mill their deck, be able to cast a Thassa's Oracle with their library empty, and then they'll just win from there. So if you have a chance to remove their graveyard, I would say you always focus on, if it's available, removing the brain freeze, removing the LED. Those two are the first ones. Then the way the backup way to do it, it's Lotus Petal. So they could still assemble Lotus Petal loops with Brain Freeze. So if you have the chance, remove it. If then after that an offer you can't refuse, they will be able to counter their mana rocks or just a copy of the Brain Freeze on an offer you can't refuse. Snapback, they will counter with no first, so they able to ramp that way and keep going through the loops. So I believe if you can remove the graveyard, remove Brain Freeze, remove Lotus Petal, remove LED, and remove an offer you can't refuse. I think those are the main ones. Always Smothering Tide. It's the same logic as removing a Lotto or a professional face breaker. Don't let them have mana because they will just save the mana until they're able to cast a Grand Abolisher effect or a silence effect, so for them to push. Um, yeah, I think that's the way to slow them down. Uh, Let me know if you like the video. I'll probably do more videos on different decks, or if you want to do a like slow deck tech or just an in-depth deck tech on another deck, I could try to do that as well. I hope you guys like it. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.